everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm really excited to do. It's going to be a tag video, and it's so funny because I was sitting down today to film and I've been working on a new tag video myself, but I didn't quite have all of my answers how I wanted them, and I thought, shoot, now what am I gonna film for today? And then this morning Kelly Gooch posted a tag video and I thought that it was a lot of fun, and I thought, yes ma'am, that is what I'm going to do today. I'm filming this on Friday. So I will leave Kelly's video linked down below. She did tag me, thank you so much Kelly. And as she was going through the questions, I was like, definitely want to do this one. This is called the Would You Rather tag, and it is the makeup edition. So there is 9 different questions that we're going to go through in the Would You Rather style. These questions are some tough ones, but why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, I will also leave, tag some people in my description box as well. I'll try not to tag the same people that Kelly tagged, but I will tag some people down below, or if you have a YouTube channel and you want to do the tag, please just do it because the questions are so hard. Like, Kelly, why girl? Okay, let's just jump into it. Number 1 is, would you rather have a bad base or bad eye makeup? I thought about it and I thought about it, and I think I would rather have bad eye makeup. Like, that's such a hard one, but I'm leaning towards bad eye makeup because I feel like base, and it might be because that's what I'm really into right now. You guys might have heard me say a bunch that I kind of eyeshadow palette fatigue. Like, I'm just not so much into like very like intricate eye looks. I don't know if I've ever really been into them, but I'm just more into my skin right now and having a really good base, you know, good foundation, concealer, powders, primers, whatever it may be. Highlight. I wonder what highlight I'm wearing. It's fine. So I feel like I'm just more into base at this moment, and I feel like if that's bad, I feel like it's kind of like your foundation, right? Like, not like foundation as in like liquid foundation, but it's like your foundation for your look is your base. So I feel like I would rather have bad eye makeup, but that can be a real doozy as well, because sometimes that's more noticeable than like right off the bat. Like if you have like crazy eyeliner or like crazy eyeshadow or like mascara running down your face or something, I feel like that'd be more noticeable. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I'd rather have bad eye makeup, but that was hard. Number 2 is, would you rather wear a neutral eye for the rest of your life or a neutral lip? This is the one where I just wanted to throw my phone and be like, come on girl. This is a very challenging question because I enjoy both. Can you tell? I feel like I've been doing a few more colorful looks. I've had some fun palettes that I've been playing with. The Honey palette, which is yellow. I was rocking a blue look not that long ago. I have the Flamingo palette from Violet Voss in my Shop My Stash. So I've been kind of switching it up a little bit, I guess, with my eye looks, but like neutral lips are my everything. That is what I have the most of. That is, I mean, I just feel confident with a neutral lip. When I wear even like a red lipstick, I just feel a little bit less confident. If I go outside of the box and I'm wearing like purple or blue, then I'm super duper uncomfortable. But even doing something like a red or just like a really deeper shade, like a deep brown even, I'm just not as confident. So I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and say I would rather wear a neutral lip versus eyes, because eyes I think are a little bit easier to play up. Like, I have very neutral on today, but I do like colors when it comes to eyeshadows. I love playing with purples because I think they look great with green eyes. Same as like corals, oranges, reds. I think all of those look very complementary with green eyes. Every once in a while I like to do like a kind of a neutral lid look, but then put like blue on the lower lash line or purple or, you know, something like that to kind of give the look a pop too. So I feel like I'm still confident when I wear those looks. They're not always maybe my favorite, but especially with like purple and orange and corals, like I do enjoy those. I could wear those, but if I think about like wearing a red lip or a really dark lip or a colorful lip, I'm just not confident. So for me, what was the exact wording of the question? Would I rather wear a neutral eye for the rest of my life or a neutral lip? I would have to say neutral lip. Question number 3 is, would you rather wear the wrong foundation shade or no foundation at all? Oh, that's a funny one. You know what? I almost want to say wrong foundation shade, because how often do we get it exactly right? Like, I mean, really, like, it is so hard to get your exact right shade of foundations, especially like nowadays. Foundation ranges are expanding, which is fantastic, but it's almost making it even more difficult to find your shade. I was trying to pick out the new foundation for Urban Decay. They're coming out with the Stay Naked, I believe it is. And instead of sending a PR package with all of the foundations or even like minis of all of the shades, because I'm trying to think how many shades there are. There's a lot. Instead, they sent a little mailer, and inside it had the breakdown of the different shades, and then they gave us a website to go on and choose 2 of them that we want it sent to us to sample in order to be able to get our reviews out, which I thought was great. But even going through that, I was like, okay, and then I'm pink, and then maybe neutral, and then maybe like light or fair. Like I was just like, oh man, I don't know if I picked the right shades. I hope I did, because I really want to do a good review for this foundation, because a lot of people seem interested in it, but I was just like, I don't know. So it can be so challenging to get your right shade. And then even if you're someone like me who, you know, I live where we have different seasons. So in the winter, I kind of get pale. In the summer, I feel like I'm very tan right now. So then your foundation changes. You know, I have multiple of my favorite foundations. I have multiple shades, so I can wear them all throughout the year. Like, it's so hard to get your right shade. So in one sense, I kind of just want to go with that answer, because what are the chances I'm always going to be right? But on the other hand, I feel like I could also live without foundation, because if you have, first of all, skincare. I mean, skincare is should be number one before makeup. Your skincare routine, having a solid skincare routine, taking care of your skin, taking your makeup off at night, you know, having a regular routine, exfoliating, mask, whatever it is that you need to keep your skin, you know, looking the best. I think that's really important. When I have great, fantastic skin days, I feel like I don't need foundation. You know what I mean? And if you have a good primer that maybe will give you a little bit of a glow or will be pore filling, that's great. There's even primers that can give you a little bit of like a bronze look. That's fabulous. And even concealers. You know, I just mentioned my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I did a ranking all of my concealers in my collection, all 18 concealers. I will link that video down below if you missed it. But for specifically when I was talking about that Too Faced concealer, I said that sometimes I wear it as foundation. I put a bit of primer on, and then I just do like a little bit heavier concealer, or put it in spots that, you know, aren't just under my eyes or in the center of my face, kind of dot it around and use it as a light layer of foundation. And I think that I'm fine. Today, I actually don't have a like traditional foundation on. I have more of like a tinted moisturizer. It's from Neutrogena. It's called like the Healthy Skin Perfector. I'm completely obsessed with that product at the moment. I wear it so much. It has SPF in it, which is great. It's nice and lightweight, but it is like, it gives you a little bit of a tint. It gives you a little bit of coverage, but it's not heavy. And I know, like I said, I'm filming this on Friday night. We have plans with friends to go watch a baseball game outside, and it is pretty warm here. So I didn't want a ton of makeup on my face, so that's what I wore. So for that answer, I think I'm gonna go with no foundation, because I feel like I can use other products and achieve it. Or, you know, when I have really nice skin going on, I don't need foundation. And also days that I'm not wearing like a full face, or, you know, getting glammed up. You know, there's days where I wear no makeup at all, of course, like if I'm just sitting at my house doing absolutely nothing, and I try to have at least one of those days a week to let my skin kind of breathe and do some extra skincare steps and whatnot. But if there's like times where I'm just like maybe running out, meeting some friends, or like shopping, and I don't feel like I need a full face, I'll probably just do a little bit of concealer and like mascara and eyeliner, and I'm good. So I feel like for that answer, I can pretty confidently say that I would rather wear no foundation at all. Number 4 is, would you rather give up primer or setting spray? I remember when she asked this question, as I was watching the video this morning, she asked it, and I was like, neither. Like that was my first answer in my head. I was like, I don't want to give up either one. I really enjoy my primers. I did a video recently about my favorite foundation primer combinations for warm weather, and you know, I said in there that I really enjoy my primers. I wear a primer pretty much every day that I'm wearing makeup. No, I do wear a primer every day that I'm wearing makeup. I just feel like I need that layer before I go in with foundation or concealer or whatever it may be. But I love setting sprays, because there's times where I put makeup on and I'm like, ooh, it looks like I have a lot of makeup on, or I look powdery, or, you know, maybe like, especially for the warm weather months, you know, sometimes I go in with a lot of loose powder to really set and bake my face, because I don't want my makeup to move. I can spray my face with a really solid setting spray and have it look more natural. So then I was like, what is my answer gonna be? And I think I decided that, would I rather give up primer or setting spray? I think I'm actually gonna go with primer, which hurts. It hurts a lot. But I also feel like with primers, I could kind of like double it with skincare. That's kind of cheating because not all, like a moisturizer isn't always a primer, but there's some that you feel like do a pretty good job, right? And I feel like there's really good primers on the market right now though that are really good at, you know, keeping your makeup last really long, which sometimes you don't always get from skincare. But I don't know, I feel like my answer would have to be I'd rather give up primer, because I used to be someone who didn't really believe in setting sprays. I didn't really get them, and then once I started trying them and started trying really good ones, the Fix Plus, the Morphe setting spray, Urban Decay makes great sprays. I really saw differences with my makeup, and especially with making my makeup look more natural, and I feel like that step is really important to me. So like there's times now where I spray my face like 3 times throughout my makeup process. I did it today. Like I start with my face, I do primer, foundation, concealer, then I set my concealer, then I spray my face, and then I go in with like bronzer, blush, brows, and highlight, and then I spray my face again. And then at the end, I'll go in and like add, like I'll do my eyes and do mascara, and then I'll try to cover my eyes with the mascara, and then I'll spray my face again. Like I love setting sprays now, and I feel like I just noticed such a difference. And even though I think primers are so fantastic, some skincare could maybe kind of replace it. I don't know what would replace a setting spray, you know? So I'd have to give up primer. That was a cruel question, Kelly. So question number 5 is, would you rather not wear makeup for a year or not drink coffee for a year? And Kelly mentioned in her video that you can replace coffee with just like one of your vices, whatever it may be, a drink, a food. I'll go ahead and stick with coffee because I don't love this about me, but I have been drinking more coffee lately. I used to be really against it, but do you guys follow me on Instagram? And you caught my Instagram stories for a while I was doing like a Starbucks taste testing like 2 or 3 times a week. I used to love a coffee at a gas station in our old town. I would go there way too much, and then I started intermittent fasting, so I gave up my morning coffees, and I was pretty proud of that. But then I got really sad when we were moving, and I knew I was moving away from my like $1 gas station coffee, so I knew that we had a Starbucks in our new town, so I started trying Starbucks, and now I actually really like a drink at Starbucks, and it's like $5. Not great, but that's okay. But so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with coffee. Okay, I'm gonna do that. But so would I rather not wear makeup for a year or not drink coffee for a year? And I think I would give up, I guess to me, I would give up the coffee, and I'm trying to think if there's like another vice that I would give up. I feel like I would be able to give that up because I like doing makeup, and it's not only like, I don't just wear makeup to try to feel prettier or look beautiful or hide imperfections or things like that. I like the actual act of doing makeup. I get to feel a little bit more creative. Like it's just fun for me. I turn on a YouTube video, you know, I'm watching someone talking about makeup as I'm applying makeup and just kind of taking my time and all of that. So I enjoy the actual act of putting on makeup, sometimes even more than I like putting makeup on. You know, there's a lot of times where I'll sit at the house and, you know, I'm just kind of like bored or I just want something to do. And even if I don't have anywhere to go, I'll put a full face of makeup on just for something fun to do. And then there'll be times where I'm going to go out with friends and I'm like, nah, not really feeling it today. And I won't wear any makeup at all. Like, that doesn't bother me. So yeah, I feel like I would be really sad if I had to give up makeup for a year because I really do enjoy the act of putting it on, and I like that creativity because I wasn't always someone who was very artistically creative. I don't have a very visual mind, but I feel like when I do that, when I get to play around with even just colors with eyeshadows, but you know, bronzers and blushes and you know, all of that, it's just fun for me. It's just a fun process. So I would be very sad if I had to give that up. Question number 6 is, would you rather have only 60 seconds to do your daily makeup routine or have to do a full glam 1-hour transformation every time you do makeup? So I feel like this question kind of, I can go back to the question that I just answered, and that's that I sometimes enjoy the act of doing makeup more than I actually like having the makeup on. So for me, even though I feel like I have a very quick and fast, like 5-minute routine pretty much down pat, especially for the warm weather months, like I pretty much have a go-to routine that takes me very few minutes and I enjoy it and I think it looks great. I still think I would want to do like the full 1 hour because like I just said, I like that process of it. I like the creative process of it. It's almost like relaxing to me to do my makeup. And I've heard other people say that too, so I don't feel like super odd saying that, but it's fun for me. So I think I would be sad if every day I only had 60 seconds to do my makeup. And even though like 60 seconds, I mean, that's kind of a little short, but you know, even if I only had 5 minutes every day to do my makeup, I'd be like, oh darn, because sometimes I like to just hang out and play with makeup, you know? So I would rather do the full glam 1 hour transformation. Woo! Number 7 is, would you rather only use mattes or only use shimmers? And Kelly said she was meaning like all products too, not just eyeshadows, but like glowy blushes, like dewy foundations, highlighters, you know, all of that. Would you rather shimmer or mattes? Because when she said that, when she first asked the question, I was like, mattes, totally, 100%. Like I have all mattes on my eyelids today. I have 2 neutral browns blended onto my eyelids, but of course, like I have my inner corner, there's a little bit of shimmer on my lower lash line. But when she was like foundations especially, I was like, oh no matte foundations for me, thanks. So I'm actually gonna go with shimmers. A shimmer, you can do a full shimmer eye look as well. I've done it before. I think that it's pretty. It's a little bit outside of the box when I do all shimmers, but it can be done and it can look fun. But especially like highlight, I mean, hello. And I've been really into glowy bronzers and glowy blushes as of recently. I used to be into more of the matte look, but now I really like the glowy products. And also, especially for foundation, since I have dry skin, I tend to prefer a natural or dewy or radiant finish foundation versus a matte one. I really do not get along well with matte foundations. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with shimmers for that answer. Question number 8 is number 8 is another hard one. Would you rather not do makeup for a year or never watch another YouTube video ever again? Why? Why would you ask this question? I don't, ugh. Okay, so I think though, if I am reading the wording again, I think I would say that I'd rather not do makeup for a year because I don't know how I'd feel about never being able to watch a YouTube video ever again. I quite literally watch YouTube videos all day long. And not only, I mean, I definitely watch a ton of beauty videos. That's what I typically watch all day. I put on my watch later list, I watch a bunch of videos, I try to go to my home feed a bunch, see what new videos are out, watch those videos. I love them. I've learned so much from YouTube, but like I also do workouts off of YouTube videos. Currently I'm doing a Blogilates series, her 28-day sculpt that I'm enjoying. I found other, you know, workouts through there. There's always just like fun little videos that pop up that like entertain me throughout the day. Like a bunch of boys doing the Macarena popped up the other day and I was like, yeah, this is fun. Like it was 2 minutes of like, ah, this is great. I love the Macarena. Like how could I give that up? There's funny animal videos on YouTube. There's just so many how-tos in case like, I don't even want to tell you some of the things I've had to Google when I was cooking. I'm not even gonna go there because that's too embarrassing. But like, I find the answers on YouTube. So like to give up YouTube forever, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to give up makeup for a year because like I just said, I enjoy doing makeup and it's fun for me. But if that meant having to give up YouTube videos for life, I'm gonna have to give up not doing makeup for a year. Kelly, you're a cruel, cruel woman over here. All right, number 9, last question. One has to go. Highlight, bronzer, blush. Oh, Kelly. It's so funny because I feel like there are certain times in my life that I could answer a different one each time. There was a time, who remembers, when I was off the highlight train. I was like, highlight, not for me. Don't really get it. Don't really want to do it anymore. Not into highlight. That happened. There was a time where I wasn't into bronzer so much because I couldn't seem to apply it correctly to save my life. There was a time where when people told me you apply bronzer where the sun hits your face, I was like, the sun hits my entire face, and I would put bronzer, orange bronzer, all over my entire face. That was my college days. How I met my husband in college and he still is with, I don't know that answer, okay? And then blush, my answer is gonna be blush because I feel like blush is one of those that I just don't feel like I'd need. Like I love bronzing now that I've learned how to correctly apply bronzer. Bronzer is one of my favorite steps in the makeup routine. I get excited. You guys know I'm on a bronzer kick right now. I've been purchasing so many new bronzers, trying them out, having so much fun with them. And highlight, I feel like highlight just does something to the look. Like it just is like, bang, like, and obviously I just created this highlight that I'm wearing with Ofra Cosmetics, which is super exciting. Haven't seen the news, it'll be linked in my description box, but I have my own little custom highlight with Ofra now. So like obviously I can't say highlight and I wouldn't want to, but blush is one of those that I'm just kind of like okay about. I've been kind of getting into them a little bit more, like here or there, but I would have to give it up out of the 3 for sure. And I feel like there's some bronzers that can almost kind of double as a blush, and I'm thinking like Natasha Denona. I just purchased her mini Bronze and Glow Duo and also her tan palette that has the 4 shades in there, and the bronzers in each of those are kind of like a blush toned bronzer, and they're kind of like a 2-in-1, excuse me. And so I feel like I could get away with that and be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and give up blush for question number 9. But after that, that is going to wrap it up for the Would You Rather Tag Makeup Edition started by Kelly Gooch. Again, make sure to go check out her channel, check out her video. She's fabulous. She's one of my great friends. I did order her shirt. She just came out with some merch, and I ordered her Dog Mama shirt, and it's shipped, but it's not here yet. But I was like, dang, that would have been such a fun time to like bust out my shirt, but it's still on its way to me. But definitely go check her out if you haven't. I think that she is a fantastic YouTuber. Again, I'll tag some people in my description box, or if you want to do the tag, please do it. I'd love if you tag me so I can watch it, but make sure you tag Kelly as well because she started this tag. But other than that, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I would love to know what you thought of my answers to this very, very challenging tag in the comment section. And other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.